What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. Originally, I was going to do a Detroit Lions video, but if you saw my my little one-on-one video that I dropped earlier today about the rebuilds and stuff, I wasn't in the mood to play the Lions franchise right now because I'm just doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to, do something different for the rebuilds. Like I'm already working on new thumbnails. I'm looking at some accessories, some different tools that are available to Madden on PC that could give me a better and more unique franchise experience. So I'm kind of doing that, and it's running a little bit late in the day for me to get a Lions episode out without rushing. I never want to rush, especially like my main series like that. I never want to rush it because it will definitely come off as rushed. So today we did get the first, mini update for Madden 21, and the headlines was Colin Kaepernick is back in the game. And, it is, at one regard, given the climate right now, why not? He absolutely should be in the game. But there's also, did Clowney get put in the game? I know there's, some issues with contracts and stuff, but either way, for Colin Kaepernick coming back in, given the climate and stuff, sure. I mean, a lot of people look up to Colin Kaepernick. A lot of people admired what he did, especially given everything that's kind of happened in 2020. For Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. And I've always been someone that, at the end of the day, just know that I'm an ally. It's very tough for me to relate as a white Canadian because these are just issues that, I can't relate. I'm an ally. All I can really view this as, though, is Colin Kaepernick, the football player. Should Colin Kaepernick, the football player, be an 81? That is absolutely a PR move because no one would want to play Colin Kaepernick. If you gave him a rating that would be fair, and for someone like Kaepernick, I would say between a 68 and a 72 would have been in the range. But he's an 81, so let's have fun with it today. Let's do a little bit of a career revival. We're still definitely doing the career revival for Josh Rosen. It's just, people probably want to see what's going on with Colin Kaepernick. And I was looking across the league, and if Colin Kaepernick had to, walk into a starting gig out of all 32 teams, I think, no shot at Gardner Minshew, but I think Jacksonville, because they're tanking, everything surrounding the Jags right now, I think that is the best landing spot. So let's hop in with Colin Kaepernick on the Jacksonville Jaguars and see what kind of damage we can do. So let's see what he looks like in the gear, and I'll also show you guys a little tip for doing franchise mode that kind of saves it, because you have to ultimately, it has to be a workaround. So Colin Kaepernick, there we go. Jacksonville I mean, they already did have all the assets and stuff for his tattoos, which is pretty cool. So there we go. Quarterback. What was his actual number? He wasn't 7, was he? I can't remember. But one thing you need to do, though, when you hop into your franchise, if you plan on doing a career mode with something like this, like something with Rosen and something with Colin Kaepernick, absolutely go in here for how long? I'll do 5 years. We'll just kind of sim it out here. He's 32, 33, 34. Let's give him 3. Yeah, 3 years is about fair enough for Colin Kaepernick. But when you go in here, make sure you extend the contract before you take over your player career so that you don't just get released at the end of year 1. That was a crippling aspect of playing career modes and just doing little different things like that in Madden 20 and every other previous Madden, because as soon as it came time for your contract to come up, for whatever reason, you'd always have to retire. So I'm in a cloud save. What you do from here is you go into user management, you go to retire, and then you just go create a new character. Now that we have Colin Kaepernick, for sure, for the next 3 years, locked and loaded with Jacksonville, then you just go in here, you go to change role, you go to player, you go to active player, we pick out Colin Kaepernick, and now we do not have to worry about him getting released. So here we go. Starting week 1 for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Colin Kaepernick is going to be our starter. I mean, I didn't even have to have automatic starter on because Minshew is in the 70s. So we have Colin Kaepernick with an opportunity to restart his career. And let's do it, man. We got year 1. We're going to do, obviously, a lot of sim until let's be honest, we got 3 years. But I definitely want to hop in. We got week 1 here against the Indianapolis Colts. Divisional rival. Would be great just to see how Kaepernick can integrate himself into the offense. We're playing on All-Pro, so I'm very prepared to throw a lot of interceptions, but hopefully it goes well. So our first drive with Colin Kaepernick against the Colts. The number one thing, and I'm going to have to resist complaining about escape artists yet again, but there's going to be a certain, let's go. I'm not going to tell you what difficulty I'm playing on. I'm not going to tell you how many times I've played this and the video for my gameplay wasn't good because Colin Kaepernick not having escape artist is going to minimize all of his strengths and maximize all of his weaknesses. Because if he doesn't have it, you pretty much, if you're playing on all Madden, we're not playing on all Madden. Let's put it that way. If you're playing on all Madden, he's just going to get exhausted anytime he scrambles, and he doesn't have that quick little burst to make opposing defenders look stupid. And let's be honest, Colin Kaepernick's one of the best scrambling quarterbacks of the last decade. You could, feel how you want to feel about Colin Kaepernick, but when you try to get it all down to football, you have to think about like that playoff game against Green Bay. That he single-handedly took that game over, and that whole playoff run, he was spectacular as a dual-threat quarterback. But because Escape Riders is a thing in Madden 21, you're not going to give, people are already going to be saying that 81 overall for Colin Kaepernick is going to be way, way too high. And then if he's like, well, if we wanted to give him Escape Riders, imagine giving Colin Kaepernick an X-Factor ability. That would probably set people a little further over the edge. So it ultimately just comes down to the fact that Escape Riders should absolutely not be an ability. And if you are a scrambling quarterback and you break a certain threshold for speed, acceleration, agility, whatever, you should get those animations regardless, instead of having it just kind of, locked behind an ability that makes quarterbacks that are scramblers, that don't have that ability, not play true to themselves. End rant. Let's try to get a touchdown here. Look at scramble. Oh, that's not a good throw. But that's a terrific catch by Chris Thompson. We're playing Jacksonville. It's going to be very much one of those things where there's not going to be a lot of talent to help out old Colin Kaepernick here as we go through this little playthrough. Can we scamper in? See? Oh, you shouldn't be getting caught from behind. Colin Kaepernick, even right now, even Colin Kaepernick that hasn't played in the NFL in X amount of years, that would have been a touchdown. 1st and goal on the 6. Chris Thompson receiving back. Let's go to him. Wide open. Not a great job from the maniac, Darius Leonard. And Colin Kaepernick in his first game gets his first touchdown since he's returned to action. But, that should have been an easy slant touchdown. It was the furthest thing from it. Red zone scissors. If you haven't been watching the Detroit Lions franchise, this might be my favorite play. And the fact that we're trying to maximize the strengths of a bad roster. Chris Thompson is one hell of a receiver out the backfield. Ooh, maybe a one-handed catch. A little too different. Difficult for him to hit that one. Third and goal for Jacksonville. We're going slants, but I have... Oh. He wants to go for it again. 4th and goal on the 2. I admire it. Okay, obviously it's Colin Kaepernick. Probably would be higher percentage if we decide to run this one in, but let's see if we can get it with his arm. 4th and goal. Westbrook, baby. Westbrook, it's good. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 2nd on the game for Cap. You can give him on the RPO here. Oh, that was good. That was money. Make teams be in fear that Kaepernick's going to scramble on him. And DJ Chark, man to a man's going to win that all day long. Come on, defense. Give me a chance. 1st and 10 on the 40. Even to that 1st down here. Ooh, is that Westbrook again? Just destroying from the slot. I mean, you would think slot corner Kenny Moore on the Colts is really talented. He would have Westbrook locked up, but he's having a day. Ooh. Okay. We got a little bit of read option here in the playbook. It has been a very long time since I've used the read option, and we messed that up on the first play. I've really done read options like NCAA 14. But I know how to stop it because my buddy's a Niners fan. He used to just, drive me insane trying to stop Colin Kaepernick on scrambles. Let's just keep running it. Try to get a win. I think getting a win is almost as important as playing well with Colin Kaepernick. Because we play well and lose, and it's, what does it really matter? Is he really going to be able to turn the misfortune of the Jacksonville Jaguars for the last couple of years if he's playing well for his individual success but no team success? Absolutely not. So we have Krell Armstead back here, Temple Tough. Not much he can do. And, you know, I guess actually thinking back to the fact that our kicker missed like a 30-yarder before, this isn't automatic. Ooh, but it looks good. It looks good. I want to get one more practice rep in here with the read option, but it looks like the Colin Kaepernick era in Jacksonville is going to start off with a victory. Here we go. Oh, you should be a little faster. You should be a little more faster, man. That's it. And there's a flag on the play, and it's coming back. Either way, that one felt a little good. That one felt a little good. So our stats, 27-24, 64% completion percentage, which is solid for Kaepernick. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also able to chip in with 67 yards rushing. So, I mean, I'm not going to make it the point of this video, oh, C4 just kept playing about escape. It's still better than what it was in Madden 20, right? Like in Madden 20, you could have, I remember all I got to go is just go back to the very first Cardinals rebuild that we did in Madden 20 with Kyler Murray, when Kyler Murray was a rookie and he had nothing. And he just was unusable, would not move. It's still not great. I was able to still do stuff here with Colin Kaepernick, but we're not playing on the all Madden where everything's automatically going to be a lot more difficult and your stamina might be a little bit more punishing. But hey, at least we're able to keep it within the ballpark of what Colin Kaepernick plays like. And 67 yards ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. And we start things out 1-0. Now let's see how he plays in the sim. So we have a chance. Week 17, 8-7 Jags, 9-6 Colts. A win here would probably put us in. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. A real quick look at the standings here. So in the AFC, a win would be huge because that should leapfrog us and switch us with the Colts. But a loss, I think that tie for the Bengals, the top 60, the tie might be the tiebreaker and get Cincy in. So we got to win. Win and we're in. Lose and it's not great. So because there's so much at stake, I wasn't planning on playing it. We'll play the moments. We'll kind of like go through the sim and interject when we see fit. Let's see how Colin Kaepernick plays in the moments. I'm not expecting to be blown away, but I hope to be pleasantly surprised. Colts are a good team, leading the division, rightfully so. Solid top to bottom. They got Phillip Rivers, and we're able to tie it up though at 7 apiece in the first quarter. Second quarter, Colts get a touchdown, start out pretty hot. Jacksonville Jaguars looking to find something here to get a chance in the second half. Give themselves an opportunity. Third down will come in. 3rd and 1. We're struggling enough. They need that little push, that little kick in the ass. 3rd and 1. Let's just go zone run. Simple zone run. Chris Thompson, more than enough agility. Make the first guy miss if we don't block this up very well. And able to find the little hole. Keep the drive going up to the 25-yard line. We'll see if the sim can finish this one out. Oh, of course can't. Of course they can't. All right. We'll go wide trail. Always keep an eye on the stamina meter for Kaepernick's not bad, so we can scramble and not just get caught behind from a D tackle if we want to. Or we lead Keelan Cole. Oh, it's not. It's D.D. Westbrook. Leading D.D. Westbrook. Running across right on the goal line there. Able to get the touchdown. Gives us a chance. We have a pulse. Yes, able to tie it up in the 4th quarter. Clutch Kaepernick. Can he get a 4th quarter victory to propel this Jags team into the playoffs? He has been phenomenal. End of game drive. Went to overtime. Overtime, we need a score. We need another score. Why are you giving me an opportunity to come in? This is going to be a tie. Maybe a tie wouldn't be the worst thing. But let's come in and see if we can get him in the field goal range. The deep ball actually hasn't really been there through the first 2 games that we actually got to hop in and play. But, I'll take pretty much anything at that point. There we go, 11 yards, okay. 2nd and 4, got one more play that I'd feel comfortable. You know what it is. Oh, let's just win it. Let's just win it anyways. Slants, cheese, Keelan Cole, and the Jags hopefully have done enough with this victory, have the tiebreakers to leapfrog the Indianapolis Colts for the last spot in the playoffs for the division lead. The moment of truth. Will we be featuring in the playoffs? Yes, 9-7, winning the division. Colin Kaepernick, first year back. The stats aren't breathtaking. 3,600 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 12 picks, 62% completion percentage, able to get 300 yards on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns. But this is a Jags team that was tanking for Trevor, got a brand new quarterback, found a way to revitalize the franchise and have an opportunity at going on a playoff run. Let's hop in. 11-5 Browns, 9-7 Jags, AFC wildcard. Now, this could be a multi-video, so we're going to stick with just the sim. I don't want this necessarily to be a video of watch C4 play with Colin Kaepernick and win a title. This should be, how does Colin Kaepernick truly kind of feel in play in a Madden 21 sim, with obviously being able to hop in and play some gameplay. Generally, I mean, he's been fun. I can tell you what's not fun, just getting smoked by the Cleveland Browns. 21-6. 21-9. Hey, we got some field goals here. We're looking for a touchdown in the second half. Need a spark from Colin Kaepernick. Maybe start using a little bit more of the RPOs. I don't know. But we have a chance. I will come in at any point on this drive that it's a 4th down to see if we can, continue the dream. 28-16, a touchdown here. We'll go stick. A touchdown here would obviously give us a chance. It will put the onus on our defense to get a stand. But there we go. I think he was down. I think that ball came out when he rolled over. Can I get a challenge, please? Can I get a challenge, Mr. Referee? God damn. Oh, and it's there. Booth review. I didn't even have to call it. It's there automatically, and it's overturned. That looks shady from the get-go. 1st and goal. Let's let them finish this one off. Can they do it without me? Yes, they do. And we have a chance. Oh my God, 1-point lead. No. Oh, there was like a turnover or something. Oh, this was primed to be so much better. What an epic game. And then just, like, what happened there? 4th quarter. Denzel Ward pick 6. 27-yard pick 6. Denzel Ward is the difference maker, but not too shabby of a return season for a guy that's been out of football for what, 3-4 years now? Look at that. 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, out-dueling Baker Mayfield. Successful first start here to this revival. The career mode of Colin Kaepernick. So we'll go out on that point. You're not going to be able to top that game. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a one-off. I don't know if we're going to have this one go kind of streamlined with the Josh Rosen one. Like I said, I have plans to do a Marcus Mariota career revival as well. It wasn't something I ever planned of, like, I have to finish the Rosen one before I do the next one. It's just, what do I feel like playing? That's kind of the approach. If you saw my video that I dropped earlier on the channel today, I'm almost at a point in my channel right now. It's not what I feel like playing in terms of game title, because it's a Madden channel, but I'm almost at a point where, like, I don't want to get restricted into having an upload schedule. Like, it has to be this video on this day, this video on this day, this video on this day. I kind of am at a point where I just want to play what I want to play. And obviously the hype around Colin Kaepernick being back into Madden, I wanted to play with it. And this is actually generally exciting. So if you want to see year 2 of Colin Kaepernick with the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know, 1,000 likes on the video. That let me know that this is worth to continue. Let me know how you feel about it. How do you feel about Kaepernick's ready? I know that's going to be the most divisive. I don't want to start something in the comments that's about kneeling and all that stuff. I feel like at this point, if you're not on that side of things, you're not an ally, I don't know. I don't want to hang out with you. You're probably not a person I want to hang out with anyways. But I definitely think there's an open discussion about, Kaepernick getting that 81 overall. But, at the end of the day, my opinion on it, it's not that big of a deal. If you don't like the 81 overall, you can always modify him down and give him a different rating. It's a Madden rating. You can go in and adjust it yourself. And hey, you're like me, where you're a little bit crappy that he didn't get the escape artist. I can just go in and give him escape artist as soon as Madden does that franchise update where I get all those tools so you can completely customize abilities and X factors and all that stuff. So hopefully that will be coming. I think they said in November. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with a Detroit Lions franchise. So thanks to everyone. If it's your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 150,000. Smash that like button if you enjoyed, as well as if you want to see more of the Colin Kaepernick Jags career mode. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.